Welcome everyone, and thank you for tuning in to hear my trading and market updates. This is Uncle Frank, and I'm not a financial advisor, nor is any of the content to be construed as financial advice. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. Please remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed the presentation, and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you're alerted when I have new information to share. So now let's get into the latest updates. Hey, welcome back everyone. The greatest weapon the apes have is our numbers. In my opinion, the bad actors have successfully divided us, convincing some small, stupid percentage of apes that they must blindly follow a CEO that uses clever hype hashtags to destroy rallies in the stock or promote unnecessary reverse splits, investments in bankrupt gold mines, relentless dilution at all-time lows in the stock, when we have over $750 million in liquidity, spending $25 million on a video with a redhead he likes instead of a commercial promoting the A-list program or paying down debt, doubling his comp plan when we were bleeding red, when our theaters were closed, and when we were being starved for movie releases. But one thing we can all agree on is getting behind CSI's initiative to ask Eddie Murphy to convince Netflix to release Eddie's new film in the theaters first. Here's my contribution to the effort. Dear Eddie, drop the new movie in the theaters first or count me out. It's as simple as that. I'm sick of streaming giants dictating where I can get my entertainment. There is excitement at the theaters seeing a new film you just can't get on the couch. Make the call, Eddie. From a lifelong fan, Uncle Frank. If you'd like to participate, please go to Eddie's Instagram. It's Eddie_Murphy_official1. Also, it couldn't possibly hurt if you commented on Eddie's fan page, which has 101,000 followers, or Eddie Murphy Comedy that has 152,000 followers. Get involved. Well, guys, in my opinion, this is the film that would have put the industry over the $9 billion mark if we could have released it over the Christmas holiday. I think we got screwed. This article from Collider in November. The Beekeeper, release date, cast, trailer, and everything we know about Jason Statham's new action film, right? Jason's latest action anti-hero will buzz into the new year once The Beekeeper releases in theaters on Friday, January 12th. The film will be opening on a crowded Martin Luther King holiday weekend that also includes the biblical comedy The Book of Clarence and Paramount's Mean Girls the musical. Where can you watch The Beekeeper? MGM will release The Beekeeper exclusively in theaters in January 2024, meaning that the only way to see Jason Statham and David Ayer's latest action feature is on the big screen, as it should be. This comes after the historic big purchase of MGM by Amazon, with the media conglomerate buying the company for $8.5 billion. MGM being the studio behind The Beekeeper also gives a good idea of where the film will be making its streaming home, or streaming hive, if you will. Once the theatrical run of The Beekeeper concludes, we'll likely see the film come to Amazon Prime Video and MGM Plus for streaming. Now, what I'm concerned about is if Amazon and MGM are going to make the same exact mistake Netflix did with Glass Onion. If you don't remember, Netflix dropped The Onion in theaters for only a week. Everybody bitched it was too short a window. Then CNBC put out an article saying that Netflix left tens of millions on the table by cutting the theatrical window short. And how did Netflix respond? They concluded that they had no plans to change their habit of going directly to streaming. Just a stupid, pig-headed decision, and I think it's Rich Greenfield behind it. Just a conspiracy theory of mine. He's the imbecile that put a 1 penny price target on our stock, and he's a big advocate, for, get rid of the theaters. Theaters are dead, Anyway, I want you to go to the AMC website, especially if you're a Stubbs member, okay? Click on Coming Soon, go to The Beekeeper, and then register to go see the movie. between November 11th and November 17th. Now notice that's like this little 6-day time window. I think they're going to try the same shit again. But if you're a Stubs member, here's what it reads. Protect the Hive and receive twice the points. Register now and score double AMC Stubs points when you buy tickets to see Jason Statham star in The Beekeeper between January 11th and 17th. Witness his big campaign for vengeance on the big screen. So guys, go register. You don't even have to pay for the tickets. Let's blow that up so they see that we're going to see this film and we want to see it in the theaters, and you could forget about a 6-day theatrical window. We want the big one. Guys, there's a lot of action in our space, in our sector, and that could be good for AMC. We could get a white swan surprise out of it from Yahoo Finance this morning. While 2024 could be the year of media deal making, challenges like cord cutting, a tough ad environment, and pressure to turn profits may prompt companies to reevaluate their portfolios. They might be right. Here's some more headlines. Scoop. Warner Brothers Discovery in talks to merge with Paramount Global. And another from Variety. Lionsgate Studios deal to spin off from Starz values business at $4.6 billion. Okay, from the Yahoo article, Wall Street is ready for the next big media merger as companies in the space face challenges such as cord cutting, a tough ad environment, and more pressure to turn profits. Many are reevaluating their portfolios. That means a breakup or outright sale of one or more of America's biggest media names could be in the cards next year, analysts say. Quote, "We believe the media industry is inching closer to the tipping point for another wave of consolidation," Bank of America analyst Jessica Elrick wrote in a note to clients earlier this month. So guys, who are the big players in the space? Well, we all know who the big streamers are, right? Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Disney Plus, Hulu, HBO, Paramount Plus, Apple TV, and Peacock. Now, what about the big distributors? Universal, Walt Disney, Warner Brothers, Sony, Paramount, Lionsgate, 20th Century Studios, Angel Studios, and in 9th place with only 2 releases and ahead of MGM and Amazon Studios, ironically, AMC Theaters, right? Okay, well, we already know who the biggest theater chain on the planet is, our company, currently trading for only 60 cents per share on a pre-split basis. That seems like a bargain, especially since our theater chain also features a completely updated business model thanks to the Apes, a retail popcorn line, a candy line, a branded credit card, a thriving merchandising business. Although you'd never know how any of this shit is performing since our director of investor relations had his tongue surgically removed. But what I'm dreaming about is that Apple, who's having problems with their Apple Watch product and whose devoted fans are getting sick of buying the same phone over and over again just for a couple of new tweaks, who has already committed to producing films that will premiere only in theaters and has so much cash on its balance sheet, it's actually become a problem for them. Just step up and buy AMC outright. This would be the biggest middle finger to Jeff Bezos and Amazon, who only wants to buy AMC if he can get it for a penny a share. Help me out, Apple. You guys would own the largest theatrical company on the globe overnight, a top 10 film distributor, and you could connect Apple Music to AMC concert films. Now, how's that for a fit? Not investment advice or advisor. Now, guys, if you think I'm crazy for dreaming this dream, I need you to read the article from Collider titled "Napoleon Conquers New Heights at Global Box Office." Ridley Scott's epic is following in the footsteps of Martin Scorsese's fellow Apple film, Killers of the Flower Moon. Now, under the heading, The Big Picture, check this out. Napoleon earned $35 million in its second weekend, bringing its worldwide total to $136 million in just 2 weeks. Here's the big part, the red arrow. The film is essentially a streaming release from Apple, with its theatrical run serving as advertising for its eventual release on Apple TV Plus. Guys, this was a business model, an approach. Here's how I know. Apple Studios took a chance and released Ridley Scott's Napoleon in theaters, and it's paying off with 170.8 million in global ticket sales. The film has been successful internationally, earning 117.7 million from over 12,800 screens in 64 overseas markets. Guys, can you imagine if AMC were run by a company with unlimited resources like Apple, instead of selling our stock out cheap like a whore? Can you imagine what the Apple executives could do with a company like ours? Instead of a CEO, jerking off on his cell phone, sending dick pics and getting blackmailed, yeah, this would be the big leagues, baby. Do you think Apple's legal team would sit on its hands and watch our stock get spoofed and naked shorted every day, or see only 10% of its trades get executed on the exchange it's listed on? You better think again. People don't mess around with Apple because they've got the biggest war chest in the world. I say screw Amazon. Apple saw what they could do in theaters with Napoleon, and now they're planning to do it with these films. From The Hollywood Reporter only 10 days ago, Apple picked Sony to release new George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Scarlett Johansson, and Channing Tatum movies. Project Artemis and Wolves will play exclusively in theaters around the globe before hitting Apple TV Plus. You see, guys, they tried this out. It works. They want to do it again. So who of you out there votes for Apple? Or do you like Morgan Stanley running our board? Sleazy Citigroup as our investment banker? Pissant Antara Capital milking the shit out of our stock? The shitty ape preferred share and a reverse split we never needed that only benefited the bad actors on Wall Street? Yeah, I vote for Apple. Look, guys, in closing, I know things look awful. I will never tell any of you what to do with your investments or your money. Speaking only for myself, I decided I'm going to stick with AMC no matter the outcome. I've gone this far. I might as well stick around for the finish, good or bad. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I made a lot of mistakes, and I'm not going to make them again. But I think this company is worth far more than 60 cents per share on a pre-split basis right now. I don't think the shorts have covered. Okay, after that FTD history, I think we would have noticed, and I believe elements within AMC are helping Wall Street out of their outrageous and illegal short position against the company. I'm even convinced the regulators know what's going on and will not interfere. So I'm rooting for a black or white swan to spoil the party for all of them, and as far as I'm concerned, the skies are filled with them. So guys, if you're still with the trade, even if you've sold your AMC, please make your New Year's resolution to complete the affidavit at amcprojectpopcorn.com. We need to prove how many synthetics were out there before the split and before Citi and Adam destroy all the evidence. This share count could be the cornerstone of who knows how many upcoming lawsuits and investigations. It may turn out to be the difference in you getting a $50 check or a $150,000 settlement check. You never know. Also, go to Eddie Murphy's Instagram and ask him to push the studio to release his new film in the theaters. And it may be a long shot, but go to the theaters over the Christmas and New Year's holidays. Let's finish the year strong and see if we can catch that $9 billion mark. Share this video on social media for me because I've been, silenced nearly everywhere. May God bless, protect, and keep you and your families in the new year. Hey, I want to thank you for watching, and please remember to hit the like button after this slide if you enjoyed the presentation. Subscribe to the channel and set the alert so you're notified when I have new information to share. See you at the bell.